On September 2nd, 1967, Eric Fournier is a video producer and actor who first worked on some very obscure works, but he's most well known for the creation of the internet's most horrifying personalities. Today, we are going to explore the life and legacy of Eric Fournier, the man behind Shaye St. John. Eric Fournier grew up in Bloomington, Indiana. During the mid-1980s, he nourished in the growing punk culture and even became part of some bands, mainly Blood Farmers and Skelegore. Eric's friends actually relied on him for gaining new insights into these trends, since he would go back and forth between Bloomington and Los Angeles. Even while being part in some punk bands, Eric shied away from the spotlight, with one of his friends even saying, "I never had the impression that he was all comfortable being a singer in a band. It was not about our ego or desire for attention." Not else is known about his early life. The only other thing to note would be his IMDb. It states that he was a producer in the 1980 film Fantastica, but this doesn't make any sense because he would have had to be in early teens at the time. Also, the film was made in France, so obviously he was not the producer of it. The character of Shaye St. John was created by both Eric Fournier and his friend, Carl Crew, who is also a filmmaker. Carl describes their origin story as, after being struck by a train, former model Shaye spent many months in the hospital and lost both arms and both legs. She uses a wheelchair and doll-like mannequin limbs. During her time in the hospital, the CIA performed mind control experiments on her until she was the most implanted person in the world. As a result, her behavior is a bit odd. The two created the first ever Shaye St. John video, which is titled Turkey Day. Carl claims that the short premiered in February 2002 at the North Theater in Los Angeles. He describes the experience as, "A lot of people were down there, a lot of lights and stuff, regular people who just don't know what to think. It freaked everybody out, and I got banned from the new art."
Ansel, the message is coming through! Guys, decipher the message, Kiki. It's phrased in Morse code. Just decipher the Morse code. To Shaye St. John. Turkey Day party tonight. RSVP. Hey, the party's still alive. I need to get a little candy for the big party. Look at it!
During the rest of the mid-2000s, the two would make up to 30 Shaye St. John shorts. These would eventually be combined into the Triggers compilation in December 2006. After the short film was released, Eric and Carl began posting many of the short films on YouTube. However, it seems that the original channel was deleted sometime around 2016 or 2017. Luckily, someone created a new channel which features all the videos. It's titled Elastic Spastic Plastic Fantastic. The description of the page reads, "All the brats wear skin tape. Are you a brat? Got skin tape? Watching video clips. Leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel. Pieces of trash are not to be tolerated. Thanks." I talked a lot about a couple of the clips on my channel before on one of my older videos. The main one being Hand Thing, which involves Shaye and another character doing this.
Shaye, what is it?
Hood.
You've been doing this for 24/7. So you've been doing the hand thing all day? Heard you were. Jordan told me you had been doing it on a sleeping bag earlier.
Another is titled Sink Stink, and it's uncomfortable shots of this doll. Street Walking has Shaye doing a casual stroll.
She is totally obsessed with kids. Puking blood.
Destroyed by a Chair involves her moving around in a wheelchair. Welcome to My DVD is a trailer of some sorts.
Woo! Welcome to my DVD. You can see a lot of things on my DVD.
Shaye St. John, do you have a lot of friends?
And there's a bunch more. Those are just some of the more well-known ones. Eric also created a website that goes along with the channel. If you want to know more about it, go watch 12 creepiest websites found online, which explores it. February 25, 2010, Eric Fournier passed away. At age 42, his complications of alcohol abuse ended his life. Even with this, him and his character will not be forgotten. The reactions of the audience during the 2002 New York theater screening was only the beginning. During the 2010, Shaye went from a greatly unknown to an infamous figure in the horror community. For me and many others, we first heard about Eric's creation from videos by Scare Theater and Mr. Nightmare on the topic. Many now say that Shaye's channel features some of the most disturbing YouTube videos of all time, along with it having one of the oddest websites. Even with this, you can really tell that Eric and Carl put a lot of time and efforts into making this. The characters and the media surrounding them were pretty creative, and who knows what would have happened if Eric had the chance to do more with them.
Shit, I can't stop doing the thing. What is it? God, I heard you doing the hand thing.